I don't know. I think it's got a dark area in it. It's a lot darker than the other eggs, but then again, sometimes the shell will trick you. Sometimes you'll look through a dark area in a shell, and I think that's what this one is. You look at a dark area in a shell, and it'll look like a shadow, and it's not. Because when these eggs get a dark spot in them, generally you can, if you have a really good light, you can see like feet and feathers sometimes, or not feathers, but like the tips of wings and the tip of the beak moving. Believe it or not, it's kind of cool. I mean, it's really neat to see. No, nothing in there that I can tell. Now, I'm not, as I said, I'm not saying that they won't turn out to be something. It's just that they haven't started their process, and it takes putting them in the warmth to get them to start. Like this one here's got some speckles on its shell, and a lot of times when they speckle out like that, it's like calcium issues and stuff. Like it had a lot of calcium in its egg, and it'll make the egg really like hard to see through. And so you'll get an area that you think is something growing when it's really just a dark spot in the shell. It's a ghost in the shell. Where do I get these things? I mean, yes, I know what Ghost in the Shell is, but I never watched that. I had people in my household who did, though. No, I can do these quicker than this. I'm just slow kindling. I haven't done this in a couple years. But like I said a couple years ago, if you go to my other channel, it's Naked, Nakid, Dog, D-O-G, Farm, F-A-R-M. Naked Dog Farm. And if you go there, I think it's one word. It might be three. But if you look up Naked Dog Farm, that has videos of me hatching and candling eggs. And I believe of the dogs before the puppies were born, which would be my 2 American Hairless Terriers and the Xolo Squinkly. American Hairless Terriers are hairless rat terriers that kind of popped up as a genetic oops in 1973, and they cultivated the breed because they thought that people who have allergies might really appreciate having hairless dogs. But they just became AKC a couple years ago, and the prices on a dog has gone up so much, it's ridiculous. I got my 2 that I had, and my man had one before we got together, and that's why I wound up with getting mine, because I fell in love with the breed. But I got my two is like retired breeding dog and a rescue. So I did not pay the almost $3 grand for them, but they were both spayed and neutered where you couldn't breed them and stuff. So like I couldn't breed mine. Now his was not neutered, and I wish I could have gotten a female that wasn't spayed. They would have definitely bred some puppers. What's this one? Either my flashlight's dying or that egg's a little darker. But I'm still not going to put it in with the other ones because I don't see a clear defined area of darkness. It just looks like dark shell. I only have a couple left in here. I'm finally down to almost the end of the bucket. Nothing visible. Nada. Nope. think this is the last one. Yeah. I believe that was the last one. Look real quick. Yeah, that was the last one on the bucket. Alright, let me get the bucket out of my way. I'm going to put my headlight flashlight on my head. And I'm going to show you. Let me see if I can get this